Hi guys, welcome back to another video with me, Ali. Today I have another little TEMU haul for you. This is predominantly made up of garden and craft items. I do have a clothing item as well. And then at the end, I've just got a couple of items I also got off Shein that I thought I'd show you because they are also a few clothing items. But I'll leave that till the end. Without further ado, let's dive straight in and get on with those garden items. Starting off with some more garden lights. I did pick myself up another one of these ones like I had in my previous video, just because I wanted to have a pair so that they look more equal. So I've grabbed another one of the little lights with the balls on the end. They obviously come with their stake light and of the solar panel here. And you just pop the stake in the end, stick it into the ground or into your planters. And I love the fact that these sort of like move in the wind. So I bought another one of those, so I'll have two. The one I bought is working perfectly fine in the garden as we speak. And on a similar front, I also bought this one. This one is more of a lantern design. Again, I've only bought one to start with because I like to see how they work. I can always put an order in for a couple more if I need to. Just like the other ones, these ones, as you can see, they've got like a lantern effect on the top. But these also will wave in the wind. So I'm going to see how these ones look in the garden. Just pop the stake into the end. And again, if I like these ones, I might buy another one. So I've got two of these as well. I then picked up a bit more foliage for my planters. The ones I bought in the last video do actually look quite good now that I've fluffed them up. To the point that my husband, when he came outside, he went, "Are those ones real?" So if they can trick him, I feel like they'll trick other people as well. And it will just allow our planters to look more green throughout the year. So this was a pack of two. It came with a stake each. So I'm just going to pop those in. Again, it's that fern looking stuff. And like I did last time, you just have to fluff these out to make them look more full and bigger and a little bit more, well, as realistic as they can. But if I just fluff out them a little bit, as you can see, they get a lot bigger. And I got two of those this time. Then I picked up some slightly darker foliage, similar sort of thing. This was just a pack of one, but I just wanted to get in some different shades of green as well. You just need to, again, just fluff it all out. And it came with its own little stake to go with. And then we've got another little bush. Again, if this one looks pretty good, I'll get another one to match, so I at least have two of everything, just because I feel like I kind of like my even numbers and I like things to match, etc. It's just how I do things. I then picked up some more hanging sort of vines. So these are to go with the purple ones I bought, because I felt like the purple packet I got wasn't as full and didn't have as many as the orange packet I got. So I decided to pick up ones that were multicolored. So let me just open this out as best I can. So this is a pack of one, but as you can see, this is a lot more full. And if I wanted to, if I took this bit off here, I could separate these out into the orange, two orange ones. There's two little yellow ones there and two more purple ones. So I think that's probably what I'll do, and I'll intersperse them with the other purple ones I got in the other video, and then I can hang those up coming from some hanging baskets, again just to give me a bit more colour in the garden out front and back. Finally, on our garden front, again, this is one of those things that I've only bought one of, so I wanted to see, one, how big it actually was, and two, how good it looks. But these are to go in between the stretchy ones that I bought in my previous video, just to fill in the gap in between. So we have 4 sheets in each pack that look like this, and then my plan was to go in between those ones I've bought with this, just to make that wall that it's on a fence, to make it look more green. So they're about 1 meter wide by about ½ meter deep, and you do get a pack of 4 of them. So we're going to see how much that will cover on each panel, and then I can work out how many more I would need to like cover the full area. But I always think it's good to buy one from Temu, see what the quality's like, and then buy more afterwards. Just before we move on to some craft items, I've got a couple of other items that are sort of miscellaneous. So one, well, I say one, I bought 2 different versions. So my favourite spooky season is coming up. We have less than 100 days to go. And a lot of those are run off of USB lights. So I've bought this USB extender. So it's like a little, so we've got like about 1 meter cable. And then it's got like a switchboard here that you can plug all your different USB lights into. And they all have individual buttons, so you can turn which ones on you want and which ones you don't want on. And again, this was just to help me not having to take up so many plug sockets and finding so many, you know, the little ones where you plug your cable into for your charger phone. This will mean I'll be able to only use one and then be able to plug 4 in. On that note, I bought another one that's very, very similar. Now, this one doesn't like have a switchboard on it, but I did get 2 of them. They are extenders again, just because sometimes they don't reach the plug sockets in the first place. So I wanted a couple to extend. These, again, are just over 1 meter long. You pop your USB in the end there. They come with a little switch on it, and then you can plug into the wall, and they came as a pack of 2. So I really hope they're going to help me a bit better with my decorations for Halloween this year, because there often is cables running everywhere and I run out of plugs or plug sockets. So hopefully that will reduce things and mean that things aren't running all over the place. Then finally, I have seen this on TikTok Shop as well. This is a very practical item. This is for when you're cleaning out your washing machine, when you drain it from the bottom. It's so that it doesn't go all over the floor. You just pop that underneath the part where you take it off, and then all that excess water can fall into there. This was like under £2. They are available on TikTok Shop as well. But I just picked this up so that I can be better at cleaning out our washing machine and not getting it all over the floor in the utility room. Craft items. So I've started making some ribbon bookmarks. I've been trying to reuse like buttons and stuff that have come off old clothing items and projects. We probably all have that button box in our house, but I really wanted to try and find a way to utilize some of those buttons. So I've been buying some ribbons to make into bookmarks. If you go to my Facebook page, Thrifty Care Alterations, I have some up there already. Some of them are branded, so like Disney related, and some of them are just pretty ribbons. So on the pretty ribbons front, I got this one because it felt very it just is giving me like fantasy core. That's why I really like this one. So it's that way on that side, and then it's the reverse on the back. And it just felt very fantasy-like. I think we've got about 2 meters here. I should get between 4 and 5 bookmarks out of that amount. So I have this lovely silver one. I then picked up this gorgeous mushroom print one. Now, this mushroom print came in different colorways. So like there was a purpley one, a green one, etc. I went with the more autumnal color one. So this is the design on it. And I just thought that was absolutely perfect. Very whimsical, very magical, witchy vibes. That's very a bit of me. You get quite a lot in this one. I think there's about 4 meters there. I think it probably actually says 4 yards because obviously it's in American, but meters to me. But almost dropped it. Yes, I just really love the design on this, and I might get some more colorways of this particular ribbon. But yes, we've got that ribbon as well. Then we've got 7 meters of this one, which I think it only cost me like £4, which is really cheap for ribbon. This one's a little bit thinner, but again, it's got that like fantasy element to it. It feels like medievally, that kind of vibe. This one is in a lovely like purpley green. It's got that metallic effect, and it has like the stitching on the back, but also gives you another design. So yes, there is 7 meters of that, which is brilliant value for money. Would also look great as trim if anybody does Renaissance fairs or these fantasy fairs. This is a great little thing to add and elevate an outfit if you're maybe not quite as apt in sewing. Adding trim is a really quick and easy way to do that. You could do that by putting some iron-on fabric behind it, or you could just glue it into place. Fabric glue would also work for you. 2 more little ribbony items to go. We've got this one, which is a slightly wider one. This is a black with purple flowers. Again, really pretty. Now, out of this one, this is only a yard long, so I'll only probably get 2 out of this one, but that's fine. I really like the design, and I like to like not have like loads of the same thing, because then it makes it more unique for you guys. Finally, I've bought a little bit of trim that I think I might have to buy a little bit more of, because I wanted to see what it looked like when it arrived. As you know, I'm working on a Mrs. Potts bound, and yeah, I will need to buy some more. This is just 1 meter, but I wanted to utilize this just to elevate the edging where she's got gold on her outfit. So around the bottom of the dress, I thought this would be a nice way to put that gold border in, but have it a little bit more elevated. So I will need to buy a little bit more of this, but that is the gold trim that I've bought for that particular bound. Then we picked up some more beads for all the keychains and stuff that I make and all the bracelets. So I've picked up these ones because I quite like the shape of them. And there's been a couple of times where I've been making the pens where there's not enough space for one of the bigger ones that I have, but there might be enough space for these. And then they make really good spacers. They're all multicolours. I think these were like a pack of 100. So great value for money, about £2.50 this costs me. We then have these ones, and these are a pack of 50. These are like in like these candy colours. There's like pale blue, white, mint, pink and purple. So again, I really like utilising these for bracelets and keychains. Then this is a slightly more smaller pack. These were only 15, but I love these. These are like a spacey version, like Galaxy. I thought they were really cool, really pretty. Then I picked up some more red and black ones, just because I felt like these would work both for the romancy stuff that I do, but also for more like boy core keychains and pens that I've been making. So I picked up some red, black and white ones for them. And then finally, I picked myself up some silver buttons just for when I am struggling to find a button that will match some of the ribbons that I've bought. Silver, I feel like, goes pretty much with everything. These were a pack of 50. So, and they were like £1 some odd. Like bargain, absolute bargain. So that was that one. Now, I have been slowly collating iron-on patches because I really want to make like a custom item. I just haven't quite decided whether that's going to be like a denim jacket or maybe a tote bag. I have quite a few downstairs in my sewing room of these iron-on patches that I've been collating from all over the place. But I decided to pick a few up off of TEMU as well. So I'll just take you through the many patches I bought. These all range from everything from 50p up to about £1.20. So we're not talking like an existential amount of money. So the first one I picked up was I Myself Am Strange and Unusual. So obviously this is a Beetlejuice reference patch. I really like this one. That's great. I'm trying to make sure everything on this item that I make is going to be like things that relate to me. I then picked up this really cool fox one with all these like silver stars on it. It just, I don't know, it just reminds me of some of the books that I read. I just felt like it gave me that kind of like book talk core. It feels like it's the kind of thing it should be on a book cover, but I loved it in the black and silver colorway. Then I've got this one, which is like a tarot card. It says The Reader, but I love the fact that this one had the little dragon in there. Very fourth wing coded. There's a lot of dragon books out there, but I really like this one. Again, it's with that like silver and black look. There seems to be a theme here that I kind of was drawn to all the silver and black ones. Speaking of fourth wing, I did manage to find on TEMU a wing leader patch, which I thought was perfect. So if I did do a jacket, that would absolutely have to either go here or on here. But yes, I really like the fact that they had a wing leader patch, which is very fourth wing coded. We then have another silver and black one. This one is book related. To be fair, a lot of these are book related. Just because, yeah, I loved it. This one is an open book with like, sort of like vines and plants coming out of. Again, in that silver and black colorway. Really pretty, good size. I then bought some like fillers. So I've got a couple of green butterflies that look exactly the same. I got a pack of 4 of the purple ones, so they look like this. I just thought I could intersperse those through some of the like more themed bigger patches. And then got a pack of 5 little cobweb ones. We all know I'm a Halloween girly, and I thought these would be great for little corners and things like that. So we've got some little spider webs. We then have something that is very like 90s coded, I guess. This is, it's just called like a tiki mask on TEMU, but this is obviously from Crash Bandicoot, which is a game I used to love to play when I was a kid. And I felt like this would be a really cool one to have on whatever item of clothing or accessory I decide to do with all these. And then finally on the iron-on patches, because I did get a couple more, but they didn't quite turn out to be what I thought they were. I picked myself up a Belle one because she is my favourite Disney princess. Now, this one is actually on Velcro, so you would stitch the this bit to wherever you want it, and then you could pop the patch on top. What's great about this is then you could actually have it on a jacket that maybe if you wanted to wear it more normally, you could take her off and then you could pop her back on. Nobody needs to know she was ever there. But I just thought this was a really nice one of her reading her book, and she's in one of my favourite outfits she wears, which is the peasant outfit. Now, the two that turned out not to be quite what I thought they were. So I thought these were the same as the ones I've just shown you. However, these are like iron-on patches that are more like decals. So the first one, it is beautiful, but it might have to go on a different item, is this gorgeous little like moth with the rose in the purple colorway. I just thought this was a really stunning one. This might have to go on a different item though, because I kind of want the item to have all like sewn on patches. The other one that came in a similar manner, where I thought it was going to be like an embroidered one, and it's actually an iron-on patch, is the music one. So I'm going to have to find myself another music one for my jacket, because I'm trying to make sure I get all my loves on there. But I do really like this. I love the colours in it. I just wish it had actually been embroidered. You could see better on this one why I thought from the image it was an embroidered patch. But yeah, these two are probably going to have to go on to something else just because of the nature of how they've been made. Right, I have one hair accessory from this particular haul. This is a little mini claw clip. It is a butterfly one. It's sort of got like a rubbery texture to it, but it's just a little clippy clip. But I love the fact that it's a butterfly. I love my butterflies. So I picked up this one off of TEMU. And again, this was just a couple of pounds. But I thought it'd be great for when you have your hair half up, half down. I think that'd look really pretty in the back. So I've got that. And like I said, it's got like a rubbery texture to it. I'm then going to move on to the t-shirt that I got this time from TEMU. And then I'll show you the couple of items I got off of Shein that are clothing items, and I'll show you how they look on me. When I saw this t-shirt, it just, everything about it screamed me. It was Halloween, it was dog related, and it had like that distressed look, and that is this. How cute is this? I do this to my dog all the time, do the boop on the nose, but it's a iron-on sort of decal. It's not like embroidered or anything like that. But I absolutely love the fact that it says boop and it's a skeleton hand and a skeleton dog. Now, I got this in a size large. I do prefer them to be baggy. I will say this does look like it's running a bit small. I will obviously cut the neck off because I just cannot stand necks that are this high up on me. But I'm just going to change the camera angle so you can see what this looks like on somebody of my size. So this is what this looks like on somebody. I am about a 12, sometimes 14, depending on the brand. It fits well. It's comfy, it's soft, it's nice. I think I kind of wish I'd probably gone up a size into the extra large, personally, just because of the way I like it to fit. But I do love the design. And like I said, I will probably cut the neck off. Just because for me, I just don't like things being tight around my neck. But the actual design on it, the little boop, 10 out of 10. Just got 3 little items that I got off of Shein. They are 2 clothing items and a clip. This is one of the clothing items. Now, I've just popped over the top of my vest top, but this is one of those like sheer t-shirts. But I fell in love with the print and the design. This is part of that runway collection that I'm kind of like obsessed with. It is in the large. I think I probably could have sized up, but the likelihood is I'll wear it underneath something like a dungaree set. But the design on it, this sort of like botanical, witchy vibe. We've got like a hand with a snake. We've got little moons and potion bottles. I just thought this was really cute. I think it looked really good underneath, like I said, like a little jumpsuit or something, just to keep it a little bit more modest. I have put it over a t-shirt. You can absolutely wear it without. But I like the sleeve length and it's very soft. And yeah, I like this. Very nice. Final clothing item, which is from my little Shein purchases, is this little dress. I absolutely just start that again. I absolutely adore the colour of this. I love the sleeve length. I love that it's that like flutter sleeve. It's very much one of my favourites. It is elasticated in the back, so you've got plenty of space for those of us who have maybe slightly larger boobs. Not me. I'm not one of those people. But it sits quite high up on my waist. It's got this sort of like tiered effect at the bottom. I have popped it over my trousers. It's hitting me probably like that much below my knee. I'm only 5'1", so that does tend to be the case with a lot of these kind of dresses. They run a little bit long on me. But this bit here is all embroidered, but I will say it's a little bit, I don't know, I think the way they've done it is just tightened the area. Can you see what I mean by it's like pulling in certain areas from where the embroidery has happened? I do like the colours. I think they're quite autumnal. I think that's what I liked about it. I felt like I could wear it with maybe with a pair of tights or something. Like I said, I absolutely adore the colour. I love this. This is the only bit that I'm a little bit like, I kind of wish maybe it had been done in purple, maybe a little less, but you can see here that the way that the embroidery has been done is just pulling on the top a bit. I don't know whether if you had fuller breasts that would help, but yeah, I think I'd probably give this like a 6 out of 10. It's lovely, but there's room for improvement. And finally, I've got another little claw clip, kind of obsessed with them at the moment, mainly because my husband has stolen most of my other ones, so I'm having to buy myself ones that he won't steal. As we all know, I love that moth stuff that Runway does. Well, I saw a little hair clip in the same sort of style. It is one of those crocodile claw clips. Yeah, metal. And it's got that lovely little moth design. And that's everything. That's everything I got in this little Temu haul with a bonus few items from Shein. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Maybe you've seen some items you want to go and check out yourself. I am not affiliated with Temu or Shein in any manner. This is just my own personal opinions on things that I've been purchasing for different various projects. If you have enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe. Drop comments down below. I want to chat. I want to say hi. If you need any links, just let me know and I'll try and get those into the comments as soon as possible. Until next time, guys, please stay safe and bye-bye.